Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon. So you can see I have like fixed those material issues. I fix those material issues. Now I'll start adding detail. So I have you can see those posters I have duplicated multiple times and placed them, many of them. I have changed this texture. So I'll like modify. Obviously, this is not correct. I just randomly applied this. I'll modify this one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's modify only. That will be like better. Now only I'll modify. Uh, this one here. So by the time others join, I just modify all this thing a little bit.
Yes, sir.
I had a count. Yeah, this one. Create a duplicate instance and apply that here. Yeah, this will look much better. And so this one also have to modify. This texture is really bad. So I just have modified it. So it's this is much better than that. The other that one is really rough and bad. So you can see I just like simply very old some file was there, so I just like placed it there, but it's rubbish. I'll delete it. It's very bad. It's very bad quality, very bad model. So like just placed it just to see like how it looks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, delete it. Hmm. So now you can see I have placed all the textures, most of the things. Okay, let's wait for a couple of minutes. Nobody else is joined, so then we'll start off with this thing. No, because basic, you can see basic setup is ready. Details, texture, basic setup, and everything is ready. Now, from today onwards, we'll start adding details to our model. Because about our entire model, we can see clearly there is no detail. Like it's have textures and all, but detail as in dirt and all those things are not there.
Yes, sir.
So we'll add those things and make it dirty. So I'm like as of now, it's very clean, neat this thing. So I'll check the reference and based on that, I will modify things. So I'll just open my reference.
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon. So here's my file. Okay, this is also have to create this washroom. I haven't created, and this you can see this entire station looks pretty dirty, right? It's quite dirty and full of dirt and garbage. So how do we create those things? Because we applied a lot of tileable textures here. So how do we achieve it now? So let's see. So for this, we'll be using decal maps. So I'll go to bridge.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me
Sir, I am having a difficulty, sir.
in what? Tell me
Sir, how to make curtains, sir?
how to make curtains.
Yes, sir. Like folded ones.
It's like okay, let's see. We can there are many ways of doing it, but production works differently. For gaming, it works differently. In production, we simulate the curtain, and for gaming, we model the curtain. We don't simulate it because simulation, for simulation, you need a lot of topology, lot of geometry. That is something is not there in game. You cannot do it. So in game, what we do is, I'll show. This is pretty simple. Sorry, not modifier. Let it load. So I'll go to splines and all, my lines and all. Then I have a line. So I'll go to top view and I have a curtain that like folds like this. Usually curtains fold like this only.
Yes, sir.
Create this, done. Then I have to extrude this thing, line. So this line, I can convert this into a shape. So it's radial. I can make it rectangular. I got a rectangular shape.
Yes, sir.
Right click, editable poly. I can squeeze it, and right now basic pleats are ready. All the folds are ready, but suppose I have some bend or something. In that case, I need more polygons here. So I'll select all of them, connect. I have this base structure, squeeze it. Now select this, connect again. Connect. I'll select this one, soft selection, fall off. I can increase, move it. So like this, we can create this thing very easily. It's pretty simple, straightforward, nothing fancy, nothing complicated.
Yes, sir.
And now you can see all folds are ready. Everything is ready. If you want to make it a little smoother, apply a turbo. Apply a turbo and smoothing group. No, I don't want a smoothing group. And you can see I get this nice folds and everything. My this thing is ready. I can add a knot here and create everything. This is like what we do in gaming. Like in gaming, we create very low poly model. So we model everything one by one. But
Yes.
for production, we simulate the model. We don't do it like this. We create a cloth simulator. Like I guess you know, like cloth. There's a cloth simulator in Max.
Yes, sir.
So we use the cloth simulator and simulate this to create this shape. So production works differently. Gaming works differently. Like this, we generate. So like this is like more than enough. This is not even. Uh, this is 1,000 polygons only.
Yes, sir.
Right, so very low poly, and then now can start texturing, and by default it have like your UV and all, so you can texture it also very easily without any problem. So now for today we start adding details. So I can see in my scene I have a lot of dirt, and plus that cola machine, I can see this cola machine. I'll create that. So before that, there is a I can see there's a door also. I have to create a door also. So I have to create all this dirt. So how do I do it? Let's see. Let's go to one side. So here I have a lot of dirt here. So you can see I have added this couple of chairs. I had some this thing. This is something like in Unreal, some old project. And this is I had previous model. So I just placed it there. So now suppose I have this is like very simple model. So I just like you using it. So now this all this surface and everything is very like clean, very nice, neat and clean this thing. But I want to make it a little dirty, and I see there's a little issue with this. Just give me a second, fix the alignment. You can see it's intersecting. Yeah, make sure it's not intersecting. You can align it wherever you want. So those things I have to keep in mind. Okay. So now my scene, I want to make it dirty. So how do I make dirty? So to make it dirty, I'll go to bridge, pixel bridge, and there is some one option called decals. So decals is basically transparent alpha textures that you project directly on any model. It have UV or not, doesn't matter. So suppose let's start with this piece initially, then I'll show how to create your own decal maps. So you can see we have tons of dirt and just some metal this thing, and I can see in my scene I have this all these sections. That is something also again decal. Let's click on metal. See all these frames and main all this thing metal gear. Great, and all these things are there. So let's find something more appropriate for my scene, like this one. Downloading. It's downloading in 8K resolution. Export resolution I'll change to 2K. Like, oh, I can reduce it even further. Now select this one, export it. In Unreal, it will start importing everything. Use this. It's imported. Now I have to go to that particular decal. I have previously I was going into surface. Now I have to go to decal map and check for that decal. Where is it? Okay. So there will be cases when you don't have it in decal. That means it's part of Atlas. Atlas are also decal map, but Atlas is basically more of a tileable map. So in generic, you can tile it and create those surface detail very easily. So all these things you can see a lot of tons of detail, like decal maps and everything. I have already down imported. Previously, it used to open that folder automatically. I don't know, like they changed it. Now it's not opening, or maybe there's some setting in exporter. I have to check that. See, I got this. Save all, save everything. This is this material thing you can see. This is basically your decal map. Select this and drag, drop to your scene. So you can see instantly it's visible on the surface, and wherever the gaps you can see the texture also. Now scale it down based on your requirement. So one thing you have to keep in mind, this decal, this bounding box you see, it's projecting within that this bounding box. So we need to make sure this bounding box is very thin Otherwise, it will project on other parts as well. So I'll create, see, it have its own normal map, your texture and everything. So like this, I can create this thing very easily. And I feel I need to reduce size even further. It's pretty small. It's somewhere here. Near to this. So I got this decal map here and place this detail. So it's part of my scene now. And but I see the thickness, push it down. Keep it really low as low as possible. Reduce the thickness. Keep it really low so that it won't project or affect any other surface. So your decal, this one is ready. So I can see there's one more similar kind of decal is there. So I'll go here and check for something else. It's loading. Like something like this, but it's more of a gray in color. So I'll check if I find something similar. Otherwise, more I'll modify that only. So this one, something similar, but its color is gray. Color is not like this. And I have something like this also in my scene. So I'll download this also. So now our basic scene setup is ready. Now I have to add details to our model one by one. So both are done. So I'll select this one. Reduce resolution, reduce. Do not use 8K or 4K. Otherwise, your scene will become super heavy and it might crash. So it's loading. And I'll go and export this also. And you can see it always shows you like a relative or related textures, materials and all. Export. Let's see where it is. So I have to check like all the folders. Here. So I got this thing here. So this is my decal map. Drag, drop to the scene. You can see if it's intersect with any other part, it will stretch. And based on the size of the plane, this bounding box, it will create stretch and problem. And now reduce the size. If it's become black, that means it flipped. The bounding box is flipped. So you have to be very cautious. So like this, connect there. Do not push it like this. Just touch that corner. Now the color is more of a gray. So I have to fix that. So you can see I have this one, double click and open. We have a color overlay option here. I want to make it more gray. It become a little dark. And in my scene, this one is slightly glossy. So I'll make it slightly glossy. Roughness, reduce it, make it slightly glossy. So now it have slight gloss. So like this, I can generate this thing and place this thing easily. So select this, Alt and drag. With Alt, you basically duplicate. That is something we all aware of. You can place it here. Now, my scene is pretty dirty. So I have placed these things and there's one more I have exported, this one. So I need this also. I want that one also. I believe this one only. Yes, this one only. And place it somewhere here. So I can see this thing, it's visible, but what I can do here is I can reduce the size, make sure never flips. Whenever it flips, the texture color will change. So you can see by default it comes in square in shape. So I can rotate and scale things and fix everything. And this looks much better. I can place it wherever I want to place, maybe somewhere here. Yeah. I can create details like this. So technically those things are not there, but I'm just projecting it on those surfaces. So I can create this thing very easily. If I want, I can duplicate also. See, I place it nicely.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, Prithvi is trying to get in, sir.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I just accepted that. Okay. So like this, I can add more details to my scene. So now in my scene, I have a lot of dirt. You can see a lot of debris, dirt and garbage there, piled up garbage. So I'll go to decals once again. And you can see I have tree, trim, vegetation, others. There's so many options are there. Debris. So basically debris, all those garbage. You can see piles of this paper garbage. Let's download this one. I'll just check. You see tons of lots of paper garbage is there. So I can download any one of them. You can see stickers and all those things are also there. So let me download a couple of them. And some dirt, like some generic dirt, because in our scene we don't have dirt. So some generic dirt I'll download. Trash pile. like something like this corner dots. So that I can add this to corners and generate all those details. And something like this also I can use. So a lot of these things I have downloaded. So I'll go to my local, and whatever is downloaded it will show those things. So it's still downloading this piles of garbage. Select this one, resolution low, export it. By the time other things will also download. So it's here. So I have to check where is it. This one name of this thing. You can search by name also. Tile rubble pile. So tile rubble pile. You can see it here. Select this one, drag, drop, and place it. This section, slightly here. That cola machine also have to create. It's little dirty. You can see it's like snapping on the wall and everything is stretched because this is like generally projecting on the surface. Now the scale I can reduce if I want, and thickness also I have to reduce. Now if I place it here, you can see it's going under this main hole, this lid. It's not coming over this thing. So how do we fix it? Order, change it. So now it looks like this is part of model, and top of this it's another layer. So like this we can do nice layering also and create all this garbage. I can increase the size, reduce the size. I can keep a trash can here and make it really dirty because I can see my reference is very dirty. So I'll create those things like this one by one. Let's go to bridge, and there is something. Where is that square dirt I have downloaded? I was downloading. It's showing it's downloaded, but I cannot see it. Reduce the resolution, export it. It's taking a little time to load. It's loading. Still loading. loaded. So I'll just go and check the name. This is only debris. So yeah, this one. So I got this material. Okay. Oh, it's a Atlas. It's using a Atlas material. That's why it's working like this. So what I can do, because this is the Atlas are basically normal materials. You can you can in your scene, suppose you have a lot of overlapping UVs or something, that time you can use this thing. But I want a decal material. So I'll go and open decal material. These files are little heavy, so you can see like slowly more textures and more all these things you use it, your scene start becoming heavy. So I opened it. So scroll down, you see it's a base decal. So this one, check where it is. It's here. Use this and assign it here, decal map. So now it become a decal map. Previously it was Atlas, now it's a decal. Assign this thing and my debris. This one. Select that. Let's save everything first, because there are too many unsaved this thing. So now it become a decal map. So around this thing, I want to place this thing nicely. Align it. Don't worry about thickness. Thickness I'll reduce manually. So around this, you can see I can create this dirt. Now the thickness. Make it really thin. Place it nicely. So you can see I can generate this kind of dirt here. Now, if I want to change the color or something, I can definitely do it. You can see we have overlay color and all. I can make it like really dark, dark. Intensity I can increase, decrease. If I want to give some color tint, like this is gray, dark gray. If I want to give it tint, I can give it tint also. Like this, I can place and add details to my scene very easily. Now I added all this dirt. Let's see. Local. This corners also I have nice dirt. Export this. Check the name. It's tileable red soil. this one. -90 degree. And reduce the thickness of the bounding box. So I can create all this dirt directly in Unreal. And then once I create one, I can simply duplicate and this will tile perfectly. And like to make these things little interesting, I can stretch it also slightly so that it doesn't look repetitive. And this one I can like reduce it slightly. Reduce it like this also, just to create variation, like same texture and create all this variation. You can see it's pretty dirty. So corner dirts and all this thing I have generated. So if I want to generate some corner dirt here also, I can do that as well. So bridge, I guess we have this, all these things. I can use these kind of stuff and create nice dirt there. So like this will make our entire scene dirty. So before making everything dirty, we have to populate our scene. So I have a lot of like models from previous modules. You can see I have a tons of models here. So I can select content and click on static mesh. I'll check what are the models I have so that I can reuse couple of things and place it there. So there's a bin, garbage bin I can see clearly. Let's see what else we have. I have like 21,360 assets in my Unreal. So I'll search for something appropriate. So in your case, you have to create that model, because I have previously like so many models. I have created a lot of stuff. So I could reuse couple of things. Let's search for few textures, a few assets that I can use in Unreal, and may populate my scene like something like this. This looks kind of nice, and so I can use this one. Okay. Okay. It's a wrong file, I believe. These are also, you can see leaf debris and all. These are like mostly like style, yeah, and this is to download it, like some asset from Unreal Marketplace. So that is I'm not going to use. A couple of things here is definitely you can use it like just to populate your scene, but make sure it's not the hero element of your scene. That is something just double check it and keep in your mind. I'm searching for. Okay, I'll search it. I'll search for door. Let's see. I have a lot of doors. Mhm. So I kind of liked this one or this one or this gray because most of the things the tiles are blue in color, so I can use this instead of that blue one. Okay, it's like loading. So Unreal, like it takes time to load things. And place the door. I can place it there. Make it slightly wide. This will load textures. It won't be visible. Still loading. Then I want a vending machine. Yeah. This is like a ticket machine, so I can use this. Loading. -90 degree. My bad. Increase the size slightly. Just to make it a little interesting, I can place, and I have a vending machine also. Again, loading. Okay, this model is you can see anything is not visible, it's already deleted. Should be something like this. It should not be like that wide. Maybe that particular scene's proportion was different. You can see this, all reflection and everything is visible. And this red part, if I want to make it a little glossy and glowing, like in our scene, it's a little glowing. So I'll open the material. You can see it's a very simple, straightforward material, nothing fancy. I want to make a emissive here. So I'll use a multiply, connect this to emissive. And this is my diffuse. Open this and check. So only this red color I want to glow. So I'll connect a red to one, this A, and a scalar parameter, emissive. Default value is 1. Connect this to B. This thing is ready. Save. So I have added a parameter here. So I need to create an instance. Whenever you have a parameter, you need to create an instance, otherwise it won't work properly. So let's see. It's become a little white. So it's become a little white. Reason the color. Reason the color like output red. If you go here and open this and go check a red channel, so you have a lot of red here. All the white part is red basically. So you can see a lot of red. So if you want to modify something here, and it's giving you a whitish tint because I'm connecting with this one. So I need this part should look red in color. So I'll add one more multiply here, and this I want red color. To connect this to beam, press 3 and left mouse button and right click, convert to parameter. This is color. It can be any color you want. Color, and connect this to A. So what is happening? The emissive output, whatever you're getting here, it's getting color from this, and then connect to emissive. So it will give you the color. So this color intensity also, if you want, you can definitely control it. Or maybe I have to redo the texture only. You can see now it's slightly glowing. If I want to modify, I'll go here. This is my material, right click, create an instance, select this one, model, wherever it is, open it and assign the instance here. Assign the instance, save it. Content, save all. Now it have assigned this thing. Emissive, I can make it brighter. This color, I don't look more of a pink. I don't know why it's more of pink. You can make it little red, and to make this thing glow, I have to increase the emissive intensity. It becoming glowing, so it's basically backlit. So I'm creating something like it looks like there's a light. So I'll place a light here, place a light and pick the color, and I can pick this color. So I'll get this color here. So it will give me a red color reflection throughout this thing. Oh, sorry, my bad. Strange. So I can place it wherever I want to place. So it will affect and give you this redness, but it doesn't look nice. So I'll delete it. Doesn't look very nice. I'll redo the texture. I'll redo the texture. That will be like better. So like this, one by one, now I have to add all the details to my scene. I'll redo this texture and create a nice like bright color. This is like way too dirty. So one by one, you have to add all this dirt and all this thing. And plus we have some, like suppose I want to create some broken parts and all that is something also I can create. And still I need a lot of debris here. So I'll go to some mega scan. So you can see we have a lot of dirt. Place it here. It's loading basically. No need to worry. It's loading. That's why it's showing like this. Once it's loaded, it will show clear photo. So I'll reduce it. Make it really thin. Place it nicely. Yeah, so you can see dirt. I can duplicate this, rotate this, create little variation. Placement I can change. Placement I can change and create all this thing, dirt and all nicely. Like this, one by one, I'll add a lot of dirt in my scene and make everything dirty. Because games, if you see, games usually most of this environment scene is dirty. It's not clean. So you need to understand like how to make it dirty and how all this thing works together. So now by this surface, I feel it's way too glossy. So if I want, I can select this one and I can just modify this also. Modify the base material. We have all these options to like reduce the reflection and all these options are there. You can do that and make things clean and populate your scene one by one. You can see I got the door. There is a ATM machine. Then I can, oh, door is like really small. But this door doesn't look nice. Okay, there's some wrong door. So I have to find some nice door and or I have to create a nice door and then texture it and then bring it here. I'll do that. So like this, one by one, add all the details, populate your scene, make it look really nice. make everything really nice and add all details, everything, wherever it's possible. And like lights, I have placed base lights, but I can see the placement is somewhere here, not here. So I have to move them. And plus over the door, there is another light. And plus this section also have a light under a side there. So I'll place those lights also. Like side, there is barricades. So those barricades also have to place. There is a barricade and it's a grill. I have to place those things also. So one by one, I have to place everything and make my scene really nice, clean, and polish everything. So it's like it's little time consuming process. It's little slow because you have to like sit and work on it, and each and every part have to check and polish it. So do that, and like this is the easiest process I can say. Like this is like best super easy process. Like with the help of this technique, you can create amazing quality texture within no time. This will help you. Okay. Mark attendance. Okay. 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 So, and this week, doubt clearing session, like I planned it for Sunday. So if there is any change, I'll send you a mail. Okay. I'll send you a
Yes, sir.
mail. And if possible, you can send me your file before that, like maybe today evening or tomorrow morning, so that I can download and keep everything ready and discuss everything. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Then.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then see you guys. Bye bye.
Thank you,
Yes.
sir.